We'll be starting in just 1 second, folks. 1 second. All right. Good morning, everybody. Let me just turn my camera on here. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. And I hope everybody's having a pretty good morning so far. Let me go ahead and switch this over here. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now let's say hello to everybody. Where are my manners today? We've got Manuel. Good morning, Peter. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Steve, Doug, Graham, Robert, Lloyd, Richard, Keith, Culpable, Mr. Texas Kirk, Stacy, Becky, Brendan, CJ, Dave, George, Adrian, Dave, Vertuvian, Julio, Jill, Sherman, Jason, Harold, Richie, William. Good morning, William. Minnesota Matt, Mr. R.L. Jones. Richie's here. Good morning. Walter, Todd, Alpha Diaz is here. Bull Rider, John, Mr. Koopa, Javad, Duzzy, Catherine, Hefe, Steve, Brian, Yuri, Eduardo, Stan, Mark, John, Scott, Kevin. Good morning, Kevin. Bonnie, good morning, everybody. Krishna, good morning. Sandy, good morning to you. I hope you had a nice, restful weekend. Eagle Beagle is here. Good morning, my Eagle Beagle. Chuck, Kurt, Genevieve, Moondog is in the house. Good to see you, Moondog. Wade, Lori's here. Carla is here. Good morning, Carla. Donna, Dave, Sapster, Scotty, Jesse, Dave, Robert, Vince, Matt, Charlie, Leo. Good morning, Leo. Good morning, Cheese Grade Trader. Good morning, Schmouth. What is that? SHT Mouth. Good morning, SHT Mouth. Splash Brothers. Good morning. I want to go fast. A lot of people here. A lot of people with cool names. I love it. We got Ralph. We got Bill. We got Don. We got Longest Long, Frank, Rayner, William, Kai, Dan, Raj, Steve, Colette, John, Jeremiah, Johnny, Hopium Addict, Charlie, Tom, Armin, Mark, Terrence, Oscar, Harry, Richard, James, Sylvia, Jody, Ronnie, Kevin, John, Rock, Delbert, Kirk, Charlene, excuse me, Tom, Ivan, Mr. Goose is here. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you, Gustavo. And Goose, you can reach out to me anytime. I don't care. Valentine's Day, Schmalentine. You can reach out to me anytime. Ladorski's here. Let's see. Ladorsky, Bob. Good morning, Bob. And again, we'll talk about that later. But thank you for being here, Bob, our actuary. He had some bad news over the weekend. Let's say I'll cheer Bob up today, okay? Real Dave is here. Paul is here. Mr. Dragon Don is here. Steve is here. Orange Floyd, okay. All right, Rock. Gregory, Karen, the Shark is here. Sean is here. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Karen, Mary, Bob, Kathleen, Sergey, Flying Ronin, Brian, Dave. Here, Dave, Ray, Shemens is here. Just like a normal name. There you go. Stefan, Ted, Paul, Patrick, Forrest, Daryl, Ron, Mega Weeks, Jacques Cousteau is here. Good morning, Jacques. Always good to see you. Mike, Gordon, Jeremy's here. Michael's here. Arnolfo's here. Next Gen is here. Good morning, everybody. And if you're just coming in here right now, just a few things real quick, some housekeeping. First of all, welcome. Second of all, please do not do what I'm doing. You see how the gearbox is set to auto? Don't do that. It'll trip you up. Go ahead and put yourself on auto on 1080p, okay? Make sure you're watching at 1080p, okay? That way you'll be able to see the charts in best clarity. And also, if you don't mind, if you find this helpful, please give us a thumbs up right here at the bottom right, and subscribe to our channel here, and you'll be notified as soon as we post new videos. All the best to you, Bob. All the positive energy we can possibly send you, Bob, today. Okay? Yeah, definitely positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. All sending positive thoughts to Bob. All right, let me give you guys some links, and then we will begin. Okay? Got to start off by giving you links. Here are the links. First off, here are, let's start off by giving you guys all the major earnings that are coming out today, okay? So these are the big boys, okay? Here, let me get that for you. So I'm posting this for you here, and I'm posting it on the Telegram channel, okay? The main Telegram channel. Okay? You should have that there now, okay? All of you should have that. These are the big ones, okay? These are all the big ones. Not necessarily all of them, but these are the big ones. And this is the expected move based on on the current option value, okay? So we got to get through all of that this week, okay? Also, I posted something for you yesterday. It was whoever made a picture of me as Lincoln. That was funny. I also posted this for you, and I'm going to post it again. This is all the earnings that are coming out. All the earnings that are coming out. Okay, morning and then afternoon. Okay, so you have both, and I post everything for you in the Telegram channel. So you're probably thinking, well, Roger, how in the hell do I get into this Telegram channel? Well, let me show you. Here's a few links for you. Here is VIP room where I'll be talking about the Trading Zone Live today. It'll be a lot of fun. I'll be talking about levels, my oscillator, the 5 confirmation signals, all the different levels we use, and maybe, just maybe, we'll find some live trades. We'll also talk about how to use the market internals dashboard, and that's really important, okay? So I'm going to talk about that today, show you some divergences possibly. So that's the Telegram channel, the second link. That's the link where you can get all the goodies that I keep posting for you and in the morning. And I also post a lot of things here. And here's a link to Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. I don't know what they have on agenda today. Maybe they can post it for me here, and we can talk about it a little bit. But anyhow, that's the phone numbers. Also, if you need to call customer support, here are the various customer support phone numbers, okay? All right, for different gurus and different groups. Hey, Louis, how are you? Good to see everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Mr. Illinois Grain Farmer, hello there. Good to see you. So good to see you. I'm so glad you had a good time here last week. Minda's here. Jeremy's here. Anna's here. Good morning. Yeah, my cold, it hasn't changed in a week. It's like just stays in my nose. Anyways, let's talk about the market. So we're down about 200 points on the Nasdaq, which is beyond random. That's not good. The Dow, this is 126 on the Dow is nothing, but 214 or 16 on the Nasdaq is pretty substantial. That's like the Dow being down about 350 points, 400 points. That is substantial, okay? So we got to take this seriously. We do have to take this seriously. I already gave you this sheet. The biggest earnings we have to assess today is PAN W, MDT, CEG, and ET. And we'll talk about more catalysts in just a few minutes, okay? As far as Fed data, well, you've got retail sales. These reports are delayed, but they're not delayed that much. Like, for example, this is for January. So it's not delayed. It's delayed only about a week. So these are pretty impactful. Today, we're going to have to deal with retail sales, Empire State Survey. This is the big one at 8:30, okay? Tomorrow, we've got housing starts, industrial production, durable goods, and most importantly, FOMC minutes, okay? We'll talk about that, Raj. We'll talk about it in just a few minutes. Just give me Uh, what was that? Give me KFWB News 98. Give us 15 minutes and we'll give you the world. That's me, KFW. Give me 40 minutes and I'll give you the world, Raj. Okay, we'll get there. We'll talk about all of that. Okay, I promise you. I promise you. Okay. All right. So durable goods, industrial production, and most importantly, FOMC, and we have a 20-year bond auction. So we may see some volatility tomorrow. And on Friday, we have personal income and GDP. And again, these are not that delayed. So they will have an impact. So again, just to retail sales, FOMC, jobless claims, obviously, and personal income and GDP. Those are the big ones. Those are the big ones. So we will have some data this week to drive the market. Okay, we need that. Bond market is moving up a lot, a lot. Now, the fact that it's moving up like this is a really it's very positive for interest rates. The question is, why is it moving up? And is it moving up because of flight to quality, or is it moving up on its natural volition? To me, this still seems like flight to quality because the S&P is near the 100-day moving average, which we will talk about today. Um, yeah, 19 minutes and we give you the world. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It was in LA, it was KFWB, News 98. My father would listen to it nonstop when I was a kid. Give us 15 or 18 minutes or whatever the hell, and we'll give you the world. I'm the same way. I'll give you the world. Just give me a few minutes and I'll give you the world. Okay. So to me, this is still flight to quality. Why is the bond market reacting this way? Because the SPY is at the 200-day moving average. Because the QQQ is making its way to the 200-day moving average. We just broke breaking this level right here on the QQQ, almost breaking this level. Not quite yet. We'll get to that. We'll get to all that. But there's a reason for it. So to me, this still seems like flight to quality. Whatever the reason is, this reduces your interest rates. This makes it easier for you to breathe. This gives consumer stocks a little bit leeway. Okay. So as long as this doesn't go below the 100, this is going to bounce. This is too much. This is way too much. We're way deviated from the 8 day. Here, I'll show you on a here. You could see it right here. See that? Look at where we're at. Way, way, way overextended. Look at that. We went all the way from here to here. That's that's 4%, folks. That's a 4% jump. Okay. Look, 4% jump in the bond market. That's too much too fast. Okay. So I'm expecting price to come back. I'm expecting price to come back somewhere in this vicinity to the 100-day. Okay. We'll talk about Supreme Court. We'll get there. And yes, we're all waiting for February 20th, in 3 days, when Supreme Court is going to rule on tariffs. We'll see how that goes. I don't have any certainty, but based on everything I know, and I do have a doctor's degree in law, and based on what the Supreme Court's reaction was, and based on the fact what the last two courts did, our president doesn't stand a chance in hell. But we'll see what happens, and we'll see what plan they have. Maybe they have an agenda uh, to do something different. But legally speaking, no, no. We'll see. We'll see if politics are going to be the big factor there or not. We'll see. We'll see. Gold. Gold is still doing the same thing I told you that it's probably going to do till it either comes up here and here. The longer gold takes to come up here, the longer it takes for gold to spring up here, the harder it will be. But the fact that it's not going down, the fact that it's consolidating here, relieves this pressure. And I like how it's moving along this trend line right here. I'm gonna have dinner with T-Bus tonight. I haven't had dinner with him in like a month. I'm gonna see what he says. He always has some opinions on gold and silver, but he thought we were. I remember he thought we were just gonna continue going up here, and I was telling you guys, no, 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 no. Um, we had a live session about a month ago, and same thing with silver. Silver finally broke through. If we break through this level right here, we've got the 100-day, and then this is ultimately the trajectory for silver. As you remember, I told you that silver has a lot more to go than gold because it has a double trajectory. I showed you this chart and I showed you we have one and we have two very, very different trajectories. So ultimately, silver needs to come back to this level for it to continue moving with fair value. And you could see it right here. I mean, I'm not making it up. It's right there. And on gold, you could see it right here. You could see it right there. So if we do break this level, that's going to be you don't have anything here. This is just pure emotional craziness right here. Okay? This is where it needs to come down to. All right. Okay. Again, we've talked about that. US dollar. US dollar is still consolidating in this pattern. It still hasn't taken this area out. Don't know what will happen with US dollar, but I imagine the Supreme Court decision would have some impact on it. So far, we're still in a major downtrend. Okay. We're still in a major, major, major downtrend. Let's see how many. All right. Crude oil. Crude oil doing nothing. Crude oil is asleep at the wheel. And I think crude oil is waiting for US dollar and for gold to make a move. Because if you look at the commodities right now, CRB, let me look at CRB. No, CRB index. Where's CRB index? Does it have CRB index here? Where's CRB? Huh, that's interesting. Can't seem to find CRB index. Here, let's look at CR commodity. No, no, that's not it. Okay, I'll find it. But anyway, my point, what I'm trying to tell you is commodities are not doing very much right now. You could see it in gold. You could see it in US dollar. There's not a lot of stuff going on in commodities. Crude oil, commodities are right now not in play. Okay. Commodities are not in play. Thank you, Bob. So thankful for that. Thank you. Good morning, Peter, Acme football kicker, Joe, Francis, Jean, John. I think we have some people playing hooky today. Um, Yeah, I think we've got some people playing hooky today. Slow to come to the took liberties on President's Day. By the way, anybody see this picture? This is funny. Look at this. I clean up pretty good as George Washington. All right. So, again, just consolidation here. China is near the bottom. We're breaking the 200. China is not helping us at all. Is it really doing anything? Not really. Not really. Yeah, it's slow today, Bob. It's like people are on vacation still or something. I guess they are. People are slow to come back from holidays. All right. So, and then here's Clyde for vice president. Here's Clyde. And I got to be honest, he makes a pretty good vice president. Yeah, me too, Shamens. Yeah, here's our vice president, Clyde. He's so cute. All right. Yes, China is closed. China is closed, but but in the U.S. we're still trading their stocks. I had wooden teeth too, Adam. Eagle Beagle. I had wooden teeth. Trading View Tuesday. Very nice. Yeah. So there's not much going on in China. Bitcoin. Remember, I told you unless we show a V bounce here, right here, the odds are we're going to consolidate, and the longer we consolidate, the odds are we're going to break down. By the way, this is a very similar pattern to what you're seeing in the gold market right now. See, look, big down move, right? And what does it do? Does it jump back up? No, it just consolidates. Same thing with gold. Big down move. What does it do? Does it recover? Just consolidates. You could see a similar pattern with Amazon. See that? Right here, it looks like it's going to bounce, and then it just consolidates and breaks lower. Okay? The dollar bill was funny. Good. Yeah, he's the best VP. Absolutely. Oh, happy Mardi Gras today. That could be it. That could be it too. Nice, nice. Installing using AlphaZone Pro. Very nice. Very, very nice. Thank you, Cam and Gustavo. I appreciate that. Nope, that's right. He's the perfect VP. He doesn't say anything. Exactly, Eagle Beagle. That's exactly how I see it. He doesn't say anything. All right. I'm just messing around with you guys. Okay, so let's keep an eye on this. If we break out here, we will have a breakout. And I like how it's moving along this trend line. Let's see what it does. Actually, I am looking forward to seeing what T-Bus has to say about gold and silver today. All right. Catalysts. Do we have Minnesota Matt? Do we have what are our catalysts? Who wants to give catalysts for today? I'll start. I'll start reading this, and meanwhile, you guys get into the catalysts. Okay. All right. So, pointing to a lower open on Wall Street after a long weekend as concerns around AI continue to weigh on sentiment. Now, this is really funny. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys something really funny. Not every, but almost every AI or chip company is saying how well they're doing. Do you guys know why this is happening? Because investors are allegedly concerned that AI companies are spending too much money on building their infrastructure, which I think is the silliest thing in the world. Basically there's too much demand, so they're spending more money and people are getting concerned about it. And the companies are coming out with amazing results and amazing numbers. And no chips are not going to go away anywhere. So I think this is just the biggest crock of nonsense I've ever heard in my life. Now, am I going to respect it? Of course I am. But I'm telling you personally what I think. All right, Minnesota Matt is coming in hot. Mags, chips, healthcare, consumer discretionary, basic materials, utilities, industrial consumer staples, Fed speakers, and data. I've got Matt. Where did you get utilities and industrial from? Those are the two that I'm missing. But I see Charlie has industrial. Everybody has industrial. No, no, no. I'm missing. Sorry, I'm missing basic material and utilities. I have industrial. I'm missing basic material and utilities. Let me know where you got that from. Let me know where you got that from, and meanwhile I'll continue. I'm very happy that you guys are getting all the catalysts. During earnings, we obviously have more catalysts than usual. But let me know where you got the basic materials and the utilities from, okay? Investors remain concerned about companies' swelling budgets as well as the technology potential to disrupt industries. Now, that's a major problem. It is going to disrupt industries. That's a fact. Investors' focus will be on flurry of U.S. economic data. We talked about that, the Friday's PCE report, the GDP report right here. We've got the GDP report. We got the PC. This is what they're talking about, Friday's data. But on top of that, we also have FOMC. We also have FOMC. Charlie says LDOS. Hold on. LDOS. Yeah, that's industrial, utilities and material. I got that. I got that. But materials and utilities. VMC, that's it. VMC, let's see. VMC. Yep, you got it. 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 And DTE, let me see if you got that one too. Yes, you got it. You got it. Yes, yay. You guys got. So I missed those two and you guys got them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm adding them to my list. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it now. I got it. I got it. I wrote FMC as industrial by accident. And now I have utilities. I was missing utilities and I wrote VMC as industrial, where it is basic material. Industrial and basic material are very, it's like software and technology, very related. All right, let's continue. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And on that note, we have over 650 people here. Folks, if you're just coming in here right now, please make sure to go to the Gearbox and make sure you're watching at 1080p. And also give us a thumbs up if you don't mind, one time. Otherwise, it negates it. And then join our channel, and you'll be notified when we post our video. Here's a link to my Zoom link where I'll be talking about using market internals and levels today to trade. Here's the link to my Telegram channel where I post stuff for you guys all the time. Good stuff, too. And here's Customer Service Live, where they'll be talking about setting up AlphaZone Pro today and TradingView, which is really great. That happens between 10 and 1 every day, Monday through Friday. And folks, remember, it's Tuesday. We're entering a fragmented week. Whenever we have a fragmented week, stocks, it takes a day or two for stocks to start really moving, okay? By the way, the SPY has been moving up the last 20 minutes. We've been moving up, which is very nice. Okay. All right, let's continue. Sorry, I'm just looking at a couple of stocks here. Thank you for that, Cam. Thanks for posting that. All right. Friday session, we were mixed. Software climbed. Crypto stocks popped real nicely. Applied Materials advanced 8%. Largest U.S. supplier of chip makers posted better than expected results. Surprisingly strong guidance. Now, folks, this is a huge stock. We're really concerned about their valuations. Meanwhile, they keep posting the best numbers. And by the way, earnings, which I've talked about on Friday, and I'll mention again today, we're up almost. We were expecting 8.2% according to our friend here, Alexander. We're now at over 13%. Fragmented, John, means that we have a holiday week, which means folks, including institutions, takes them a day or two to come back into the market. So we have kind of like uneven market first day or two when we start a week. Whenever we don't have a full week, okay, either a Friday's off or Monday's off, it messes up the natural rhythm of the week. Okay, that's what it means. It messes up the natural rhythm of the market. Okay. So far from what I've seen, so here's my view, and I'll tell you what my point of view is, okay? I think this right here. See, investors remain concerned about swelling AI budgets. To me, this is the biggest crock of baloney I've ever seen. Now, technology potentially disrupting industries, that is 10,000% accurate. The problem is it's still speculative. This is just all talk. It's not going to happen for another maybe 2 years. So this is a no. This is a big yes. This is a big no, and this is a big yes. I'm just telling you right off the bat that nobody's concerned about AI budgets when Applied Material just kills it on earnings. What we are concerned about disruptive nature, but that's all just talk right now. We're not seeing it yet. So it hasn't really impacted anything. That's just sentiment. And sentiment is what drives price. But we got to be careful. The solution to this is other industries are going to adapt. You know how they're going to adapt? By buying computers that can do all the things that they couldn't do before. Okay. Uh, all right. So that's that. All right. My 5 cents. On the bearish side, Constellation Brand did not do well. They're not an alcoholic beverage company. They're a consumer staple company. They do a lot more than alcoholic beverages. Bureau of Labor Statistics showed Friday that the consumer price rose weaker than expected, smallest gain since July. On an annualized basis, inflation definitely eased. 2.4 from 2.7, weaker than expectation of 2.5. Core CPI, 2.5, in line with expectations. We're clearly seeing a change in inflation. This is like the third one. I mean, it's obviously happening. Anyway, what I was saying before was we should have just not done anything with tariffs till this happened, but our president just couldn't wait. He started with the tariffs right after he got into the office because we were in this situation right when he took office, and then we went the other way because of all this tariff stress. Anyway, it is what it is. I mean, we're where we should have been 10 months ago. Goolsby said on Friday that the central, and I'm not saying he shouldn't have done tariffs. I'm saying he should have waited for the economy to get a little stronger if he wanted to implement tariffs. And again, I believe Supreme Court is going to strike down aggressively this week. And so does every legal expert in the country. Goolsby said on Friday last week that inflation is on course to hit 2%, but it's not currently the case. We're on path back to 2. We're kind of stuck at 3, and it's not acceptable. Okay, I agree with you. There's basically 100% chance that they're not going to take any action in March. I told you that back in September, but I do believe they may take action in July. Okay. Hey, Norma, good morning. James, good morning. Helen, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, J.F. Remix. Good morning, Seth, Laura, John. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing great. In a shortened week, see, holiday shortened week, that's called a fragmented week right here. That's a fragmented week when markets are fragmented. It takes a couple of days for people to get back to reality. Because think about this. There's a lot of people who took off Friday, and there's a lot of people who took off today who are just coming back. Okay. You guys know who you are. December reading of core U.S. personal consumption expenditures. That's coming on Friday. That's right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought it was, huh. I could have swore I saw the number for Friday. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Oh, personal income, right? Duh. It was just above me right here. Thought I was losing my mind for a second. Here's what Friday's going to be an important day. And by Friday, the markets are not going to be fragmented anymore. Okay. All right. Let's see how we're doing here. Yeah, so Friday is going to be the big day. GDP and PCE market participants will monitor Fed's minutes from January 27th, 28th. That's going to be on Wednesday. That's this report right here, 2 p.m. That anymore. It's sad reality of those who will be affected. Okay. Fourth quarter earnings are still in play. Walmart this week, PanW this week, ADI, that's a huge chip stock, can still give us a catalyst. DE, a lot of utilities, but Walmart, PanW, and ADI are some juicy ones we have to absorb. We're going to be looking at the Empire Manufacturing Survey that's coming out. Well, we got first of all, hold on a second. Oh, retail sales already came out. Let's see how retail sales looking. Huh? I guess they didn't come out. Hmm. I guess no retail. Did you guys see retail sales coming out? Because they're not showing anything here, and I didn't see any bump in the market. Huh. Well, bonds are still going up. Yeah, I didn't see any retail sales numbers come out. So we'll I don't know about that. Empire Manufacturing Survey is going to be coming out. Europe is flat, attempting to stabilize after fueled concerns over disruptive impact of AI across various industries. I mean, this is just all, we're pretty far ahead for this to be a major concern right now. Okay. We're still pretty far ahead. Okay. Japan closed lower today as the absence of fresh catalyst pumped investors to lock in profits. They never say lock in losses. They always say lock in profits. Notice every time you read something, investors are always locking in profits. They're never locking in losses. That's the funniest thing I've seen, but that's Wall Street. Tech stocks were among the biggest losers. No, persistent concerns about AI-driven disruption continues to weigh on growth stocks. SoftBank Group slumped 5%, dragging the benchmark down by 187. Now, you guys understand how far in advance the market has to be pricing that in right now? I mean, like, do they believe we're going to have robots changing roofs next year or something? They're getting a little ahead of themselves there. Okay, they're getting a little ahead of themselves there. Okay, so Max sevens are down, chip stocks are down. Um, Zim integrated shipping is up 35%. Holy moly. Norwegian Cruise Line is up over 7%. So, and this is a consumer discretionary stock. So we do have some interesting catalysts today. Okay. All right. What about the stock market? Well, folks, I hate to say this, but we are now below 50% on the 50-day line, but not yet on the 200. This has been fairly consistent. The overall market still has over 62, 60, 60, 65%. Financials are a little bit in the toilet, which is not a great sign. And communication services are in the toilet, which is not a great sign. But overall, markets are still looking pretty good. Looking over here, let me just take a look at this 200-day line. monthly. Yeah, it looks like we got some more downside to go here. Yeah, looks like I drew this for you when we were up there, and it looks like we've got some more downside to go. This is 10 years, by the way. Here's 15 years. So we're kind of in the middle of this right now. So again, we're okay here. I mean, 50% S&P 100, but we're not 69. Okay, we got good longer term momentum. We're okay here. Really, my main concern right now is the Nasdaq in this chip sector. Okay, big problem right now. Okay, total put to call ratio. As of last week, the bears barrel down, and then we're about halfway through. So you have a pretty good mix between the bulls and the bears right now. As coming into today, you don't really have a huge discrepancy between the bulls and the bears. Okay, so this is still looking pretty good. Let's see, retail sales. I guess there's no retail sales today. Guess they're delayed. All right. So put the call ratio is not looking bad. Put the call ratio is not looking bad. The SPY. Folks, the SPY is coming right at the 100-day moving average, and I hope to God that we hold this level. Okay? We want to bounce hard off of this level. And remember, today's a fragmented day, so we may not see as much volume, but I'm hoping that the SPY holds the 100-day here. So we are going to be watching this very closely today, and I'm going to send you a image of it right now on Telegram here with my mug in it. So you can see my mug. See how nervous I look? Here, we don't want to go below this level. Here's Uncle Roger says we don't want to break below this level. Here. SPY is at the 100-day line. We do not want to break that level. Okay. We do not want to break that level, okay? CBOE volatility. Volatility is near the upper end of the range right now. I don't want us to break above 23. If we break above 23, we're going to be breaking through a key level. And by the way, notice we never broke this below this line. Remember I drew this for you? This is our baseline right here. So I'm looking for this to come back down here to 17. And I'm hoping that we don't break above today. All right. I'm hoping we don't break above. If you look at VXX, see how right now, see these three levels right here? I don't want us to break these levels. So we don't want to break 30 on VXX. Okay. And here, we don't want to break these levels right here. We don't want to break 23 on VIX. Okay. This won't open till the market opens. Okay. It's an index. SMH is right at the 8-day EMA, and based on what I'm seeing here, we're either going to consolidate here or we're going to come out and make a higher low right here at the 50. Don't know what's going to happen yet. Right now we're at 15, and I don't know if the 15 is going to hold or if we're going to break through. You do have some support here, but I want to see what I really would like to see is this hold and take out this high. Don't know if that's going to happen. And I don't like this trajectory right now at all. Also, I don't like the fact that we're coming off of a lower high than an all-time high. Usually we want to pullbacks from an all-time high, not from a stock that or an asset that didn't make an all-time high. So we got to be cautious right here, okay? Cautious because we're coming off and this is not an all-time high. Like pullbacks from an all-time highs are great. So I'm hoping that this will right now consolidate and start coming back up here. If not, we're going to be in deep shit. Okay. Mega caps. This is very bad. We're breaking the 200-day moving average. We do not want that to happen. I'm hoping that in the next day or two, this comes back. I'm posting this for you. They're literally right at the 200-day. Mags breaking the 200-day is not good. I'm hoping they will revert next two sessions back up. I'm posting this all for you guys. That's right, Stefan. It needs a rally. Big time. QQQ. QQQ is holding on to this trend line right here. And if we break this trend line, you guessed it, we're going to the 200-day line. So let me post this for you guys. I know you guys like when I post this. So I'm going to post this for you here. Here, I'm going to post this. You should all have Telegram. If we break below the current support on QQQ, we are going to the 200-day line below. And that's a fact. All right. Again, I'm giving you all of these goodies. And RSP, meanwhile, is still looking really good, which is telling me that there's really nothing disrupting other industries just yet. Because look, this is still looking great. What it's telling us is they're concerned about valuations, not other industries. Because if other industries were impacted, the RSP would start coming off, and the RSP is still looking pretty good. And by the way, we recovered more than 60% of this bar with Friday's bar. So we're still in a bullish uptrend, and pullbacks from all-time highs are welcome. So I don't see us being that disruptive to the broad market. I see it being disruptive to technology, but not to the broad market. And technology is coming out with the best earnings possible. So to me, this is just a bunch of bullshit. Excuse my French. There. All right. That's your trend line right there, by the way. Nice trend line right there. You got a nice little channel going on here, actually. Whoops. There we go. Got a nice little channel going on here. Okay. All right. What about momentum levels? What about momentum levels? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. 269 stocks to the upside, plenty of momentum. Not even 100 to the downside. Not all that much momentum as of Friday. Today, that'll change. What about 90-day? 240, very good momentum to the upside. Hardly no momentum to the downside. You don't have a broad market going down right now. You have mags going down. You have chips going down. You don't have broad market going down. As a matter of fact, when I looked at a lot of these stocks breaking down, they look like they're capitulating. I'll show you in a second. Okay. I'll show you in a minute. We'll get there in a minute. Now let's look at sectors. Let's see what's popping. Remember, coming into last week, all the speculative stocks were right here. Well, let's see where they are now. Semiconductors are here now. They're not down here. Consumer discretionary is coming off the bottom. Bitcoin is coming off the bottom. Communication is here. Technology is here. Let me show you a week ago. Let me go back 1 week. Look, semiconductor, technology, QQQ, consumer discretionary, communication, and Bitcoin. You see how all the technology's down here? That's February 6th. Now let's look at it today. Look at it today. Financial, biotech, retail, they're starting to come up a little bit. And again, you should see this with your own eyes, not me telling you this. You should see semiconductors are here. They're not down here anymore. Let's see. Communication is not down here. It's up here now. Technology is up here, not down here. QQQ is up here, not here. Again, look at it a week ago. Here, 1 week ago. Look, semiconductor, technology. Look where QQQ is, all the way down here. Consumer discretionary, communication, Bitcoin. So they already started moving higher. So I'm hoping that today is just a soft opening. But look at it today. QQQ, technology. Technology was down here. Technology is up here now. Communication was down here. Communication's here now. So some semiconductors were down here. It's up here now. So they're not looking at that bad. They're kind of starting to come up a little bit. Today, if we open really nasty down, it's gonna bring it back down. But so far, they look like they started moving back up in the right direction. So we're pretty mixed. And again, let me show you something. When I was looking at 90-day lows today, I want to show you something. Look at this. That's too much. It's too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. This is okay. This is okay. This is still okay. Too much. Too much. Too much. Uh, too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. See what I'm saying? There's a lot too much. What do I mean by too much? I mean this. Let me show you what I mean. Here. This is a good downtrend right here. This is too much. You understand? This is good. This is too much. This is good. This is too much. 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 So you have a lot, you have very few stocks that are just like this, not like this. See, I want to see a trend like this, okay? Like that. A trend like that, not a trend like this. This is too much. Like Zillow over here would be good. This is too much, too much. So a lot of the stocks, so there's not a lot of stocks breaking down, first of all. And second of all, the ones that are breaking down, you could see a lot of them are like they're basically well below the 8-day profit taking, the 1.5 times ATR from the 8-day EMA is what I'm trying to say. You guys see what I'm talking about, right? You guys understand. I want you guys to see it with your own eyes, the difference between Trade Desk, which is on my short list, and a stock like Caesars, which is crapping out. You guys see how vertical, how it's almost like just straight down? That's too much. This is too much. This is good. This is too much. Okay. Hey, Brian, good to see you. Does concern me that financials are low. It does concern me. But this whole AI that other industries are concerned, that's just phony baloney. So I think I'm seeing a lot of stocks to the downside. Honestly, I'm being honest with you. If MAGs would get it back up, you would be seeing a market like this. Really, if MAGs could get it back up, this is what you'd be seeing right now. So I'm not seeing anything crazy. I'm seeing and by the way, chip stocks are still here. They're not down here. They're still up here. So to me, this sounds a little too emotional. Okay, a little too emotional. All right, I'm gonna be late to work unless I get out of here. So let me give you some goodies, and then I gotta go. Spy. Let me just erase these and start from scratch. I do have to get out of here real soon. Okay. Spy's coming up really nicely right now, by the way, folks. Really nicely. Okay. Again, I'm not seeing what Wall Street is seeing. I agree with the fact that there's some issues with valuations from last quarter, but I'm not seeing other industries. Look at RSP. If you guys think other industries are being impacted by the market, then why is RSP making new highs? But see, without the analysis I did this morning, I wouldn't be able to see that. SPY levels overnight. Okay. I want you guys to start getting into my head. I hate when they cannot get up with everything else. Oh, Goolsby on TV. Why are chips affected by the A bubble? Stefan, because chips are the AI bubble. They are. Chips and AI are the same thing. You understand? So just FYI. Ooh, SPY's coming up. Look at this. Oh, you're already seeing it right here. Let's see bond market. Nope. Let's see SMH. Yep. Coming up. See if SMH right here? See how it's tagging the 50-day and bouncing off the 15? This is fine. If this can come up and come up back here, we're good. So I think we're overreacting right now. Again, just my 5 cents. What do I know, right? Okay. I don't don't want to be late to work. So let me get this going here. Not late to work. I'm already working late to the office because I will be in trouble. Matt and Clyde will be very upset at me. Okay. So just to reiterate once again, I believe that AI could be potentially disruptive to industries. I do not believe that we're seeing it at all in the stock market. I think we're way ahead of that. It's too speculative. And I think all of this is just a whole thing with mags, and they're trying to impute semiconductors into it. SMH levels. Too many semiconductor companies, including Applied Materials, said that we're doing just fine. We just want to spend more money in AI because that's the future. And everybody's just taking it beyond that, which I think is ridiculous. I'm not saying that based on, these levels are perfect. I'm not changing anything. Look at how good my levels on the QQQ. Don't have to change anything. Perfect levels. Look at that. No change. No change. No change. QQQ levels. No change from Friday. Just so you know, no change from Friday. My levels are pretty damn good. I think so, Raj. I think it's mostly sector rotation. But again, I'm just not seeing what Wall Street is trying to sell us right now. And yes, Wall Street's always right, but look at RSP. Oops, look at RSP on a daily. Does that look to you like other industries are being impacted? No. No. Okay. Bond market. Let's do bond market. Oh, bond market's going to be very easy today. Bond market pretty much didn't go anywhere last night. Oops, sorry about that. Let me delete this. Uh, there. Bond markets were very boring last night, actually. And usually, remember, stocks get their mojo from the bond market. I'm telling you guys, I'm smelling a rat. I'm smelling a rat here. I think it's too much downside. Too much downside based on what I'm seeing right now in the morning. TLT levels, especially with all these companies coming out with such good numbers. Okay, so we got TLT. Let me do Russell 2000. These are my levels from Friday. But folks, these are my levels from Friday morning. Look at this. Amazing. I'm not going to touch this. Okay. Okay. Hopefully, you guys are getting some benefit out of this. Government shutdown was given a reason for no data today. Come on, guys. Of course it will. AI is already changing everything. But if you're expecting if you're expecting the Terminator to come and chat with you and drive your car for you, that's about a decade away. Which is what I was saying a while ago. We're not there quite yet. Okay. Let me give you stocks that I'm looking at right now, and I'm out of here. Now, I'm trying to give you stocks that are not overextended to the downside. These are downside. That's still moving down, still not too deviated from the 8-day. Unity, Uber, Trade Desk. I like this chart quite a bit, actually. That's a very nice chart. Trade Desk. Visa is breaking down. That's not good right here. Look, that is not good. That is not a good sign. Visa breaking down is not good for the economy. Team, Nice clean trend down. That's a nice stock. GTLB, nice stock. Notice not overextended. Doesn't look like a faucet just spitting. Still close to the 8-day EMA. TMO. Up. It's breaking the 200, folks. Just let it break first, but it's breaking the 200. That's huge. Wix, I've been giving you this stock almost daily. Don't say I haven't been giving you this stock almost daily. Almost daily. And one that used to be on our list a long, long time ago, almost every single day. Do you remember? This is a year ago. This was on my watch list almost every single day. And here we are again. Pizza. I think this thing can go down. Now let's look at longs. GLW. That's a nice long. QXO. QXO. I think this is an interesting chart. It's got a little sandwich here. I still like BMY. I dumped BMY on Friday from the pit. And the reason I dumped it was because I didn't want to hold this. It's not a big mover, and I didn't want to hold it over the weekend, but I think I'm going to put it in one of my swing trading programs. It's slow, which is good for the swing trading programs. Oxy, fast, starting to come back up. BA, above 248.60, above this area right here. Boeing, Picar, coming back, assuming it comes back here. PLD, on semiconductor, which already had earnings, which still is near all-time highs after earnings, semiconductor stock, okay? Align, technology, popping through the 8-day EMA right there. Nice little bounce right here. CF, JBL, nice. And Walmart, which is coming out on earnings, I think, on Friday, Thursday or Friday. Still looks beautiful. By the way, this is a U.S. economy, and it's still looking pretty good. Now, you wanted me to look at Netflix real quick? Here. Netflix, I gave it to you as a short right here, and I gave it to you as a short right there. And both of those times, it did exactly what we wanted it to do. I'm still bearish on Netflix. Nothing has changed. I'll add it to my watch list. But both times I gave it to you right here and right there. There we go. All right, folks, I got to get out of here. Please be careful today. Treat today like a Monday. It's a holiday and it's the first day of the week. We got to be really careful today. We got to be really, really careful today. Really careful. The bond market is holding on. Dow Jones is not doing that bad. SMH is starting to come up a little bit, at least bottoming out. Let's be open-minded today on the market. Let's be open-minded, okay? Let's be open-minded. Expect a lot of volatility. Let's not make too many decisions before the second half of the day, and let's not be too hasty, okay? Hastiness and trading don't get along. Thank you so much. Here's the video that we just created together, you and I. If you want to rewatch it, here you go. I'm not bullish on Netflix. I'm bearish on Netflix, and I've been bearish on Netflix. I'm going to post this. I've only been bearish on Netflix. Here. In case you missed the pre-market must watch, here is the link. All right, there's the link, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you for being here. And Bob, again, I'm so sorry about your loss. Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, guys. Bye, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the VIP room. And here are the links for that. Here's the VIP room. Let me do that for you. Here is the Telegram channel. And here is Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. People love Cam and Gustavo show. Thank you, folks. I will see you soon in the VIP room. Have a great day, everybody. And please, uh, just give the market some time. Let's see how it develops in the first hour or two, okay?